Alright, my name is Brian. I'm here with
Nick.
We're doing a Q&A, and we're going to go ahead and just jump into the questions and give you some of our answers here.
First question is, what do you recall to be the happiest moment of your life? I say the happiest moment of my life was when I graduated high school.
Right.
I mean, I was happy because, I've been doubting my whole life, you know. I'm not trying to get out personal, on some Drake depressing stuff, but I've always been doubting my whole life, and, I felt like when I walked that stage, I made it, even though, I'm barely starting college next semester, I finally made it in life, if I could conquer one thing, I could conquer another in the next chapter of your life.
Right. It's a stepping stone, man.
What about you, bro?
I feel like maybe my happiest moments was whenever I thought that I was, I don't know too much about love, but I think was whenever I fell into love, and then, hey man, that shit fucked me up, but what I'm saying is maybe I think may have been for sure.
It's like that building up point, to the climax, basically.
Yeah, you don't know
acceleration.
Yeah, you just don't know anybody's intentions, bro. When it goes down that road. But I think my happiest moment was probably whenever I first fell in love, and now I think that shit's fake as fuck. But
yeah, I feel you on that.
All right, next question. This shit got a little sad.
It says, what is your passion? My passion is really I'm certified in graphic design from high school. I do some photography on the side, follow my page, Nix_visuals on Instagram. I do photography for my bro Brian right here. And,
one of the best.
We've been making music, because we're trying to get his music out there, we're barely learning on it, but, everything's possible in life. So, if you believe it, you can achieve it, basically. If you have any sort of passion, hobby, just follow your dreams, because, at the end of the day, the only person that's stopping you is you right in front of you right now.
Of course. It's a passion. It really does go a long way. Honestly, my passion... Well, fuck. I'm just now starting into the music thing. I'm kind of really trying to... I really do love music. Growing up, I'm an emotional guy. I'm a fucking Cancer. I remember growing up, and I would cry a lot, too, onto fucking music and shit. I was just listening to shit. I was a real emotional guy. But, now, the cool thing about it is, I feel like, I have a voice and shit, and I've definitely been through a lot, so I feel like I can, also connect with people through my music and shit, if possible. Anything's possible, just like Nick said. And I feel it's just more of the learning process, but I really do love music. On top of that, I just like making people happy, because I know how life can be. It throws its curveballs and shit, and life is really shitty and stuff. And if I can just make somebody smile and stuff, make somebody, take people's pain away and shut that for a moment, whether it's me talking, and in this case, that's kind of why I also want to get my music out there too, because I feel like I can connect with people. So I just really love making people happy. So that's my passion.
Alright, the next question is, what is the first thing you do when you start to feel down?
I kind of connect with depression, so I feel like if I was down, I don't know, I've been down, so down before, real down, and I feel that if I was down, I would definitely probably want to go for a ride or something like that, just to keep my mind off of doing something stupid. I really do. I know I got my friends, which are more like family to me, so I'd probably hit them up and see what they're doing, what they're up to, see if I can hang with them. But for the most part, I know what it's like, so
when I'm down, I really try and figure out, basically, it's like solving an equation. You gotta figure out what you're starting with, what's the reason of being down, why are you sad for, is it a big reason, is it a heartbreak, is it something tremendous family problems, or is it something that you just pass over overnight,
Right.
I seen this quote on Twitter or something, I don't really recall. It says, if it's not gonna matter 5 years from now, don't spend more than 5 minutes thinking about it. And take that into context, basically, if you could get over it in 5 years, don't stress the situation, don't trip about it, don't dredge over the situation for more than 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, stop mourning over the situation, so you can find inner peace with yourself and be happy with your life,
Really, I think at the end of the day, it's really yourself, if it's, how he said, if it's a big deal, it really is yourself making it a big deal. Once again, it's all mental shit, man. It really is all mental. Life is a game, man. You just really need you gotta really just figure shit out on your own. If you're down, I feel that you would need to definitely keep your mind preoccupied and shit like that. Don't worry about, off of some other shit. And fuck, man. Being down sucks. I know how that feels, man. Just always definitely find somebody who can help you out in the end. We all need, and make sure it's healthy on top of that too.
Yeah.
Don't rely on alcohol, don't rely on.
Kind of contradiction.
Yeah, no, hey, I didn't say that I was depressed when I was drinking. I just like drinking. But like, once again, the last question. I mean, something you're really passionate about will probably help you out a little bit. Like mine, music or making somebody, you know, happy, making somebody else's day. I feel like can definitely keep you motivated and keep your mind off of being down, depressed. So,
I think like the best thing to do is if you're like, you know, you're down, you're angry, you're mad, you know, whatever it is that's going on in your mind that's affecting you emotionally or physically, don't let the surroundings of the people, like, don't bring them down with you, you know, because they didn't do anything in the situation. They have nothing to do with it. So basically, don't take your anger out, your depression out on other people.
right.
Find inner peace with yourself and learn how to cope with it, and obviously not in a negative way, a very positive way. And like, as long as, you know, you don't bring anybody down, you know, then you're doing the right thing, you know.
If y'all feeling really down, man, y'all should read a book. And funny thing, I have some books that y'all might want to check into. Y'all should look into the 7 spiritual laws of success, for sure. I mean, there's some really good points that the guy makes, you know, karma, potentiality. I mean, detachment is one of my favorites. I had to learn that the hard way. Before the book, of course, I learned that on my own. And I wish I read the book when I was going through some shit. But like, I mean, you know, in Dharma, also learning how to live your life. You apply. There's 7 laws, man. I need to really look into that stuff. You know, the universe and shit, man.
It's an eye opener.
It definitely is. Yeah, I really need to. If y'all feeling down and stuff, definitely read that book.
Yeah,
I think it'll help you.
Would you rather be friends with a lot of people or have a small, close group of friends, and why?
Funny thing is, man, a lot of people, they don't understand me. They don't get me. The people that I do have in my circle, I don't really consider them friends. I consider them family, and that goes real deep. And funny thing is, some family don't even understand me. So let's just start a new family, which is the people that do understand me. I mean, I have some family that do, and I have some family that don't. I have some friends that do, and I have some friends that don't. But see, it goes a real long way. The people that do understand me, man, they know where I come from, and even if they don't, you know, they're there for me. I guess a lot of friends would be cool, right? I mean, it's always, they say, actually, to success, I think one of them is, you know, have as many friends as you can. See, because, you know, they're always, you know, the more friends you have, you know, they know something about something, like, oh, you know, a new job that pays something, you know, like a good amount, better than your job. It's good to, see, I mean, I don't want to really contradict myself, but deep down, man, you really want to have just people who understand you. And I mean, there isn't, and if they all understand you, well, fuck it, by all means, man, be friends with as many people as you can. But like me personally, there isn't that many, man. The people that I roll with, Nick, he really gets me. I get him. We just go hand in hand, man. We're a duo. I understand. I mean, we definitely have. I mean, there's people out there, man, for sure that understand us, but like,
it's different because not everybody has the same connection or the same vibe, and not just that, it's like a lot of people, they don't like to see one side of the picture. In order to understand somebody, is you gotta, like, you know, have an open mind. You gotta see both sides of the picture, because if not, you know, you're just gonna be stuck on one side. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, in my opinion, back to the question is, I really don't think, you know, just because you have more friends, you know, you're not cool, you're not famous, you know, you're not popping, whatever, you know. Right. I feel like you could just have one friend, and like, as long as that friend's like really your friend, you know, family, whatever, the realest person, you know, that's all that matters.
That's all you really need.
Yeah, because you can know your friends, but they could be all fake too, you know, like, you know, they're just your friends, you know, they're associates. It's not people that you can really run to at the end of the day. You have a million friends, but at the end of the day, they could be the fakest people on earth. Like, they won't really understand who you are, you know. They may be friends with you because you have a car, you know, I don't know, you know, just little stuff like that, you got money or whatever. But as long as you have one person that really understands you, that's all that matters. So how do you know when somebody is toxic in your life, and how do you cut them off? I really think, you know, relationship-wise or friendship-wise, if somebody's toxic in your life, the only way you're going to know it is if you start seeing change in yourself. And if the change is in a negative way, or if you notice you're doing stuff you usually don't do, you know?
You don't really do.
Yeah, and, you know, like, it really, like, starts to change who you are, you know, in a mental way, in an emotional way. And the way to cut them out is, you know, like, you don't even got to give them an explanation. Like, nobody really deserves an explanation of why you're cutting them off, unless it's like, you know, you feel like you need to do it. But how you cut them off is, you know, you just pull yourself away. Once you start feeling a different vibe, you know, you just disconnect from them and really just focus on yourself, and, you know, find the focus on the mental of yourself.
And also, if you catch a real bad vibe, you know, you feel like this person really just isn't for you, you know, you feel like he's wishing for the worst. Like, in other words, he's preying on your downfall and shit, you know, like, it could be just that. I mean, honestly, I feel like you should just be blunt with them, bro. Just be straight up. Ask them, you know, what do they, you know, what do they want for you? And if you get this negative energy, negative vibe, bro, you really have no reason to, explain yourself to the person. Just cut them off. It's simple. I mean, that's what I'm telling you. Hey, I really need to read that book. Once again, read that book. I mean, there's law of detachment, and the law of detachment really is just like, if you feel, and this is a person or an object, if you feel like you're attached to a person or an object, honestly, it really is a sign of weakness. Because think about it. Let me go to an object real quick. Like, you're attracted to your phone. If that phone can control your feelings, make you sad, make you happy, because let's say like you drop your phone, you cracks, and you're sad over a fucking phone. There's too much, man, out there, man, that you can possibly lose. Like your grandma or somebody. I mean, let's just hope that doesn't happen. But let's just say like they die or something like that, and you drop, you're crying and shit. I mean, that's understandable. But like a phone, you drop that shit and it cracks, and you're over here pissed off about it, sad and shit, it's controlling your fucking mood. You can easily get that replaced. Your loved ones, you can't. But let's just say a bad person, a toxic person, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You lose that person. I mean, no. You feel like, they break up with you or something like that, and you're gonna let that person control you. You really understand the laws of a detachment, because you don't need that person in your life. In the end of the day, bro, it always really is yourself. You gotta put yourself above other people. I mean, I understand if you, like, once again, I have the love, making people happy and shit like that, because that makes me happy and stuff. It's different whenever it's a person, like, who doesn't really give a fuck about you and shit like that. It really is, it's a whole different type of thing, because I've been down that road, man. I understand, like, how it feels to, you're giving love and shit like that, but you're not receiving it back. You're not, that person's not there for you. They don't give a fuck about you. And that shit is sad. That shit is sad. It could really put somebody down. I learned that the hard way. Honestly, I really wish I read that book once I was going through that. But like, I learned detachment on my own. I learned that, these people, if they don't give a fuck about you, you really don't need them in your life. If they don't want to see you accomplish and achieve things, your goals and stuff, these people aren't really for you.
It says, what advice do you give to someone with anxiety, and how do you deal with a death or a sickness in the family? I feel like for the anxiety part, because I suffer from anxiety, depression. I'm pretty sure every teenager, 18, older, younger, whatever, they go through depression. But anxiety is like, it's a really big thing on my shoulders right now, and like, I feel like the only way to fight through it and cope with the pain or the struggle is find something that makes you happy, not something that really distracts you. Because like, if you're like distracted by, I don't know, playing video games, say your PS4 breaks, and then you're gonna be like, oh, I don't have a PS4 anymore, and that anxiety's gonna hit you because you don't have anything to distract you. So I feel like the best thing to do is solve your issue of why you're having anxiety and move on with your life. Just find something that really makes you happy. Like, if somebody, like a person, is giving you like really bad anxiety, like, they're stressing you out, whatever, cut them out your life. You don't need them. It's basically, that's all you can really do about it. There's not really a way that you can really cope with anxiety. It's all in your head, really.
How do you get over death or sickness
in the family? That's a tough one, man. Because I got a lot going on in my personal life. Like, I know we're trying to get a relationship going with y'all, whoever's watching this, but I just feel like what's going on in my life, we just have to ease into that, because it's not something that I can just let out like that. But like, if you have somebody that passed away, like, bad relationship, good relationship with them, the only way to get over it is don't stress the situation, because the more you stress it, it's not gonna bring them back to life. It's not gonna fix the situation. You just gotta be positive about it. I'm not saying go out like, be like, yeah, get lit, but like, just be positive about the situation and do what's best and what would make them happy. Because like I said, I'm not a very religious person, so I don't know if there's a heaven or hell or not. But like, say they are in heaven, they're gonna be watching over you. Do what makes them happy. Like, do what will put a smile on their face, because you being negative, you being sad all the time, it's not gonna make them happy. That's not gonna make them smile. You basically just gotta do what's best for you in the situation and what would make them happy. Oh yeah,
I feel like anxiety is natural as hell. Okay, anxiety, and those honestly do kind of go hand in hand, but like, I'm not trying to combine them two. Let me just answer your first question. Anxiety, I feel like it's natural. You gotta, let's just say, he was on some darker shit, but like, and that's okay. No, that's perfect, because like, there's people, obviously I asked that question for a reason, right? Let me put it on more of a positive thing, like anxiety, I feel like that's a good thing. You kind of got to trust the process. If you feel like you're anxious and stuff, and you're worried about what you did on a test or where your life is going, that's good. That's all natural, because you feel like, But you really gotta, if you're doing positive things, I feel like that anything is possible. You know, you're doing. Fuck, man, y'all niggas need to read this book, man. I'm telling y'all, boy, this shit, everything I ask.
Answers everything they're asking there.
I swear to God, all that shit you're asking is just the book. The book is just, it's right there, bro. Fuck, man. Really, like, y'all speak shit into existence, man. Honestly, y'all word, what y'all have, man. Manifestation, man. Foresighting, man. Y'all can predict all that shit, man. If y'all, if y'all are positive dude, if y'all are positive people, man, all this shit will happen. Like, if y'all feel like, you know, like, you're going down a bad way and shit like that, y'all more likely are. If y'all talking all this shit and stuff like that, like, oh, I wish a nigga would run up on me, and y'all have that type of fucking vibe, and y'all have that energy and shit like that, motherfucker, some niggas gonna run up on it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's common sense, really. It really is common sense. I mean, fuck, I got a gun pulled on me not too long ago, and it's all because of all this shit I be talking. But like, low-key, I really didn't give a fuck, honestly. But that's just me. I'm not saying all y'all niggas are savages and gangsters like that. But like, nigga, on some personal note, like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I kind of do, because right now I haven't made a mark in this fucking earth. Right now, man, life is about making a fucking mark in this world, bro. Exactly. Immortality is not, the goal is not to live forever. It's to make something that will. And I feel like I really want to build something. I want to build something here in the music industry and shit like that. I really want to do something with myself as a person. I mean, if I can connect with people, then fuck it, like, because I feel like, you know, my goal is something here in this earth is to take care of people. Like, yo, man. I mean, because I know how it is. I know Nick knows how it is. I know how it is. It fucking sucks, man, when you feel like sometimes you don't have nobody. You know, and that's why we're here for you guys and shit like that, making this YouTube channel and stuff. Yeah. I mean, we're here to answer your questions and stuff and kind of help y'all out. I mean, to answer the other question, the sickness and stuff, I feel like...
And the death in your family?
Yeah, man, if y'all really do believe in a heaven, man, it goes a long way. If you feel, like how you said, man, if they're up there, because, I mean, we're not really religious as dudes, man. That's a tough one, man. I like to believe in reincarnation, to tell you the truth. I like to, because, I mean, it's a better thought than, you know, thinking that, like, okay, you die and the curtains, you know, come down and that's it. You know, all you see is black and it's game over. You know, you're sleeping forever. That's a horrible fucking way to think. You know what you think? Like, I like to think sometimes, you know, reincarnation is probably my personal belief sometimes. And I mean, but everybody has their own. And I do like to believe in higher ups and shit. But like, I feel like we're all connected here, and
we're all here for a reason.
We're all here for a reason. I mean, and if you're not here, if you don't get it right in this life, you will get it in the next one. What I'm saying is we're out here for a reason. And we gotta make the best out of what we can in this shitty ass life, man. All we got is each other. And if you can, bro, reach out for somebody. If you feel like you're down and depressed, there's help out there, I promise you. And
I mean, sure, you're more than welcome, like,
to hit us up.
Yeah, we're really busy, but
how do you overcome feeling worthless and not being good enough?
I feel like you really just have to, like, you know, like I said earlier, find inner peace with yourself, along with
yesterday,
you know, because the phone died and different jacket.
And then I know about that.
Yeah, you know, just really just focus on yourself. That's all you can really do is, like, you know, finding your peace with yourself, like I said, and, you know, just maybe plug in some headphones and just think about who you really are, and, you know, just know your worth, because, you know, everybody's here for a reason. Like you said earlier or yesterday, you know, we're placed here to make a mark. You know,
you would really want to, for sure, find inner peace with yourself is the main goal. I think you need to learn how to love yourself before anything. You really need to learn, like,
how to love yourself, because you can't love anybody else if you don't even love yourself, right?
Right, for sure. And also, just, I feel like that might be a little off topic, but see, I was gonna follow with, you gotta learn how to love yourself, and that's the main key. That's the goal in life, because really in the end, you got yourself, and that's just the fact of the matter. And no one's gonna, if you don't understand yourself, then I think people need to work on that. And so I recommend everybody probably have, like, a diary or something you could write in so you can get to know about yourself. You know, you really need to know who you are as a person and stuff, because I think, you know, it's kind of funny, people don't even know anything really about themselves, you know. They know that people know that they get mad, people know they get sad and shit like that, but they don't know what really triggers that. And I mean, it's really common sense. I mean, if you keep, like, a note, start figuring out what really ticks you and why you are the reason you are, you can really build yourself. If you feel worthless and stuff, just remember, man, that it's just part of the, I don't know, it's just part of
It's just the way life
This
is.
is what life is, and you'll overcome it eventually, and
Just don't give up.
for sure.
But yeah, I mean, I think that pretty much sums up the question, you know. It's your boy Nick.
A day later, and shit. Brian.
And you know, you got Damon in the background. Be easy.